Keep them spellbound. Human memory is an interesting thing. The weirdest things can trigger it. Smell is pretty strong. I remember one guy telling me when he knew the ghost of his grandmother was near. When he was a kid, she would make banana bread on Sundays so that it would be ready when they all got back from church. But occasionally, as an adult, he smells banana bread, and there is no clear source for the banana bread smell. The reason smells trigger memories is because smells happen much deeper in the brain. If you've ever had a piece of data that was right on the tip of your tongue, the harder you try to remember it, the harder it is, until you forget about it. Then, when you least expect it, it pops right into your brain. When we try to remember things, it's really hard. We tell ourselves to remember what to buy at the store, but then we come home with different stuff. We stand up, walk into a room, and then forget why we were there. We make a decision to do something, but keep that decision inside our brain and later forget. But then we have a suspicion that we are supposed to do something. When trying to keep track of everything on our own, it's pretty impossible. But when some other entity keeps track of all that stuff, it's pretty cool. Who or what is this other entity? Imagine reading a book with a whole bunch of character arcs, one where each character arc gets a few pages. In this case, the book is keeping track of all the ideas for you. The same thing happens in movies and serial dramas. You trust the movie or drama to tie up everything in the end. This is a common complaint about some movies and TV shows. They end up with a whole bunch of loose ends. Some of those are done on purpose so we can choose how they ended. The really well-written ones leave us wondering, a good kind of wondering. But others that are poorly written leave us with a kind of what the F kind of wondering, like they ran out of time or money or something. We love the idea of closure. This is one of the reasons we love movies that have a bit of uncertainty in the middle. Will they get together or not? Will they catch the bad guy or not? What is the real reason all that weird stuff is happening? We love stories that create and solve these deep kinds of questions. We have since the dawn of time, since we learned how to speak. And since we have the deep instincts to appreciate stories like this, we also have the deep instincts to tell stories like this. You have the deep instincts to tell stories like this. From your mind, out of your mouth, and into their spellbound and transfixed minds. To learn how, visit mindpersuasion.com/3x3.